Welcome back, everybody, to Stardew Valley here on Fantasy Farm. The spirits are mad today. Our boosts will be greater chance for coal as well as friendship points. So I might try to track down Leo at some point. I know that that's there. We can't pick it up right now because since we passed out yesterday, we were full on items. And so first and foremost, I've got to figure out what I'm tossing here. It'll actually be easier probably to determine what I'm keeping here because the ores for certain we're keeping. The jade, the stone, the artifacts, and all of the mystery boxes and geodes. The prismatics. I do want to keep the slime egg. The curiosity lure I am going to keep as well. There's the wrong chest to put it in, though. And I think everything else, with the exception of the spicy on the wild plum, are going to be sold. As well as this. This can also go in there. Heck, I'm going to even throw the rest of the cake, too. By which I mean I'm going to quickly grab these and toss them in as well. And let's check our mail. Yep. I was found dead because I died. I didn't actually die. I just ran out of time. So, yeah. Luckily, did not die. I have not died yet. Knock on wood. So, the question is, what are we doing today? Figuring out what to do with all the sap, first and foremost. That's a lot. Yikes. Well, I'd say we're good on iridium for at least a little while, because this is quite a bit we picked up in the last 2 days. And I am very grateful for that, because that means that we really won't need to do much mining anytime in the immediate future. So, if anybody was getting tired of seeing that for the 2 days we did it, the last video was pretty much nothing but mining. So if you don't like seeing that, good news, you will not be seeing it for quite a while, I would wager. So we'll have to figure out some other potential options for what we'll be doing with our next couple days. Since it is Thursday and Friday we'll have Traveling Merchant, but we don't have Traveling Merchant today. What we do have, though, is some extra wool. Take that wool. And we also, if I am correct, it'll either be today or tomorrow, but either way it will be in this video, is Pam should have her new house done. So we'll get to take a look at that and see what it looks like. 'Cause we don't get to see a lot of, like, physical changes in the valley. It's pretty uncommon to see those. So we'll actually get to see something different in the valley other than, like, the season change. And that'll be good. It'll also be good for Pam to have that little bit of a boost. And it says it's for Pam's house, but Penny gets the boost too. Unless you're married to her and she's already on your farm. But, I mean, since she's not, that means she gets a nice house to live in as well. And while I'm not, like, super big on Penny, just because I think she's kind of bland, I don't hate her as a character. Just because I think a character's bland doesn't mean I actively dislike them. It probably means I don't have any strong feelings towards them one way or another because they're bland. So take that as you will. I don't hate Penny as a character. I think she's far from the worst character in the game, both as a bachelorette and just as a character as a whole. You could certainly do worse. Alright, let's move on up here. Some of our ancient fruits are done, and I did mention this the last episode, but yeah, we are getting kind of full on these ancient fruits. There's 40,000 sitting right there with the high star quality ones. I might only use the non-gold quality ones. I haven't really decided on that yet. But I did want to draw attention to it and the fact of at some point, yeah, we will start making ancient fruit wine, and I'll kind of figure out on average when will be the best time to do that. Because if we're consistently getting high quality ones, then I'll probably just stick to the star fruits and just sell those whenever they're ready to go, and we can make money through that. Either or. Let's grab this very quickly, and in here we're going to sell all of this. I have no need for any of it, so we'll go ahead and sell it off. Anything else to do? We do need to check the crab pots, if nothing else. So I will bring that with me. Where's my baits? Rest of my tools. Since I'm not going to be going through the mines, I can actually hang on to these in case I need them. We'll do that. Anything here? No, there's not. Okay, if that is the case, I'm actually going to take my horse with me as well, and we'll just kind of mosey on around and see what there is to see today. I'm going to jump off of him right here, though, because I'm pretty sure the cutscene will kick in immediately. Yes, it will. There you go. That's it. It's done. Hey, Delta, so what do you think? It looks good, though I would have avoided the bottles on the top of the headpiece here. I'm not sure why those are there. I feel pretty good about it. In fact, it might be my finest work yet. It's better than your own house, then? Notice the round window, very difficult to bend the frame like that. Oh, and the intricate carvings on the door. Those took me forever. Did you notice that? No, I didn't notice the carvings, because they're not there. Guess I'm railing about wood again, huh? We're still doing phrasing? Is that still a thing? Anyway, I'm going to talk to them, but first I have to ask. Do you want me to tell them that you paid for them? Yes, of course, or no, I'd rather remain anonymous. I'd rather remain anonymous. You'll get the friendship hearts with Pam regardless, if you need them. I don't, so I would go with what I would normally choose. I wouldn't tell. Hi there, neighbors. That's a nice new house you got there. Robin, I don't know what to say. This is a dream come true. It's all I've ever wanted. Robin, thank you so much. Hey, don't thank me. Someone else came up with the idea, and they paid for everything, too. Then, who? I can't say. They insisted on remaining... Well, I didn't insist on it. I just preferred to. They probably stayed anonymous, so I wouldn't have to feel obligated to them. Yeah, that too. Whoever you are, you're truly a pure angel. No, I'm not. You know that ain't true. Well, I wouldn't go that far. Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't go that far either. Wouldn't even go kinda that far. Penny, from now on, will be like a real family, you hear? I don't want to be so bitter all the time anymore. I'm gonna try to turn my life around. You're getting there slowly. Aw. She is getting there slowly. Like, she's got her job back, you know. She's very slowly getting there. Rome was not built in a day. These things take time. I can't believe someone bought me a house. I wonder if it's some kind of scam. Sorry, I'm not used to people being so nice. Well, yeah, most people wouldn't just build a house for free for somebody. We could potentially do that one, maybe. We'll see how the day turns about. Probably not, though. Already did our one for the week there. If we are allowed to, let's go look at the inside of Pam's house, because we have not seen it before. So now, this is what their home looks like. It's a lot bigger. Obviously, this is Pam's, hence all the beer and whatnot, but it is a very nice house. I love how it looks. Obviously, Penny's room is over there. Got their couch. It looks really nice. I love the layout of this. All of it feels super cozy, and I'm here for it, personally. Now, that said, something else I want to show off and do, and yes, I've not forgotten the crab pots. Oh, hey, Leo. It felt bad at first to leave the island and set foot on a strange... Never mind. But I got used to it after a while. I'm a very flexible person. I got those backwards, so strike that, reverse it. Since we got the friendship boost today, we might as well. It's ready! This is not the other thing I wanted to show off, but this will work too. Not yet. Nope, the bean hot pot has not yet been prepared. Yeah, this is obviously Leo. Good answer, Leo. Getting accustomed to the world around him. See, he's got friends here. Like, he's got Willie, he's got Linus, got one lad, he's got Jazz and Vincent and Penny. I'm glad he's got people to look after him. So you got maybe a little crush on Jazz, potentially? I don't actually know. I don't think it's ever hinted towards, other than maybe that scene. Haha, that was a great day. You know, I still miss my family back on the island. But mostly I feel happy about the memories, not sad. And I really feel like I belong here. It's a beautiful world, friends. And I'm glad to be a part of it. That's hitting a little too close to home, given my trip to Europe semi-recently. That was kind of how I felt when I came back. I was like, oh, this doesn't quite feel like I should be here. I should be back where I was before. So now, with that completed, you can, for 300,000 G, which we're actually not far off of that either, you can add shortcuts around the valley. They don't give you specifics, which is a little annoying. But, yeah, you can potentially get some extra shortcuts that can make things go by faster. I don't think I'm going to go over what those are until we actually do that, so I'm not going to worry about it for now. Anything I want to do here? I do want to add this corner room, but I think I still can't. Oh, it's this room over here. Nah, I'd rather not do that right away. What was the small one, like the cubby? Yeah, this. Because it's... Can I do this now? There we go. Any other renovations? Add the attic. I'm not going to consider 100% buying all these because I do want my house to look how I want it to look. So, like, if they add extra rooms, sure, but removing things like the walls where I kind of like having it tucked away, I might not do those necessarily, just as a heads up. Also, today feels like a decent enough day to start work on chopping down these trees here. As we are running decently low on wood, and I'm not done making the preserves jars by any stretch of the imagination. So let's go and check very quickly on the quarry as well. Oh, right. Well, no, that's not open yet. I was going to say, and we can also go and claim our reward at long last, but no, can't do that quite yet. Oh, you're going to force me to... Alright, fine. I see how it is. Might as well clean it up. There's a fair bit of coal here, if nothing else. Yeah, I might end up putting pathways here just to make sure the stones don't regrow and make it harder to navigate through the trees. But yeah, let's just go ahead and get this knocked out. Might as well. Pretty much the only thing I really want to do besides kind of just general resource management and the like is checking on the crab pots. Everything else, just a little bit of gathering for what we can. And I think I will leave only the ones that I have got tappers on for now. I would rather have the wood and can always just plant more seeds. Also didn't mean to take that tapper off of the tree. Oh, there's a thing there. There we go. No, I don't want to take the tappers off the trees. Just trying to break the rocks. Grab that. This one does not... Oh, it does have a tapper. Oops. Okay, well, let's put that back on then. These don't have tappers. Alright, that's everything from the quarry for now. Let's drop that back off. I should also grab the artifact troves and mystery boxes as well. I think I will do that for the time being. A little bit of a cleanup day. Never hurt anybody to make it look a little bit nicer, a little bit more polished. It's a good bit of extra. Yeah, that's almost a full stack. I feel a lot more confident with that, I think. Put all this away. I think I'm okay with dropping the hazelnut in there. I think I will keep them being oak seeds, as that tends to be the one we're using the most, though I don't know. Well, because this is just going to be for the trees, so the trees themselves don't really matter. Sure, we'll go with these, I guess. What else was I going to do? Right. I was going to grab these. Anything else that he can do? Or that only he can do, rather? We'll drop that in there. And we should have enough time to be able to get over to him. Long time no see. And here's hoping I can see some valuable stuff here. I don't know really what I would be looking for, as seeds are kind of not super useful anymore, unless they're starfruit, which I don't think these can provide. Probably the speed grow is going to be your best bet in particular. The bombs would be nice too. Other than that, just high value things to sell mostly. Maybe some spaghetti. Yeah, I don't expect much from the artifact troves here. Yeah, that was pretty not great, but that's okay. We can hang on to the pumpkin seeds, though, so those aren't terrible. It's just I don't have enough time to plant those, not nearly enough. So maybe I'll plant those in the... Part of me is saying, like, oh, leave it in here, and this could be your island chest. Maybe I will do that. Yeah, maybe I'll make that the island chest for things I need to take to the island, and we will toss both of those things in here. For what to sell, pretty much all of this. I don't even need that quality sprinkler anymore. It's weird to think I'm selling one of those, but I am. Put those away. That in here. Got like 5 of those mystery hats. I do not need them. Alright, we'll go plant a bunch of these. Well, do we need... What we should do is we should plant them out here. Because they're not going to grow in the winter. There's no point. We should grow them out in the desert where we can actually get a bunch of them and chop all of that down when all is said and done. So that's what I'm going to do instead. I'm going to plant them out here. And then hopefully if we start running low at a later point, then we can take care of that issue. Also, nice try. I've actually got this time. So I'll cover that back up. I don't want to cover up too much of the Skull Cavern entrance, so still would like a good pathway to be able to see through there. As we've seen before, this is going to turn into a forest by the time that we're actually got them all grown. Not quite. Let's go with here. Oh, we can't put one there. Okay. There we go. There we go. I feel like that should be plenty. I'm pretty confident with that. No, I missed the little wiggly things down there, but that's fine. At most, that was going to be an Omni Geode, let's be honest. With no need for the artifacts anymore, it's not that big a deal if we miss one of those. So yeah, we'll drop these off. It's weird to think the cactus fruit is worth less than the coconut. I feel like the cactus fruit, since it gives you, healing, restoration, and whatnot, is probably worth more. At least to the player, it probably is. Alright, on the off chance that something odd works, I'm gonna try filling the crab pots with deluxe bait. And if that does increase the odds of getting something good, that would be nice. Because how are we doing for our oysters? I think we just have 4, but again, I don't know if these are going to count unless they're all the same quality. How much does it cost to make a crab pot? 40 wood. Oh, it's 40 wood and iron as well. Yeah, that's all I'm going to make. I don't want to make any more for now. I know we've got plenty of iron to smelt, so we can get some of those bars back, but just, something is telling me don't do that. Hang on to what you have right now. I am going to do some fishing, though, so I am going to take the coal with me. We'll put these... well, no, we'll put them over here. That should work well enough. Though, I probably won't fish at the ocean. I'm leaning towards fishing at the mountain lake. I don't remember... The walleye might have already disappeared, but something is telling me to fish at the mountain lake today. Theoretically, I could also go to the 100th floor of the Skull Cavern, or not the Skull Cavern. Del, did you hear? Someone paid to build Pam and Penny a house. Robin wouldn't tell me who it was, though. Regardless of paid, I love seeing this kind of community support in Pelican Town. Yeah, well, they could probably afford to do it if you weren't busy making gold statues of yourself. Okay, there's another one. So that's 2. No, that's 3, actually. Alright, we got 3 of each here. That said, I am going to still try the deluxe bait and see if that does increase odds or if it seems like it doesn't really. Because we ended up with... So 2, 4, 6, 7 out of 9 ended up being good items, or at the very least not trash items. I guess we could put it over here. Yeah, that should work well enough, I think. Alright, up to the north. It's weird to think, like, we just paid pretty much all we had to get Pam a house, and we're already back up to, not quite half, but probably by the end of the day, we'll probably have half of what we made back from that. Apparently, in this universe, it only takes, like, 4 days to pay enough to build a pretty nice house. We still needed the supplies from it, I guess. You could argue that, sure, but, At this point, it would have taken another day at max to, in order to... Oh, that was weird. Thought I saw something, like a glitch on my screen for a second there. It would probably take a day at most to get 750 wood by this point, so... It'd take 4 days instead of 3, or 3 instead of 2. It would take basically the same amount of time that it took Robin to build the house than it would be to pay for the house and the materials in full, which is baffling. Well, at least Robin's not going to have to worry about finance on her side for a good long time here. Just gave her 500,000 G. She should be set. Alright, well, from here, I think since we're just going to be doing fishing, I will probably cut to the end of the day and we'll kind of take a look at what our bounty is here between smoked fish and any potential treasure chests that may occur. So I will see you guys when that happens. Alright, that seems a good point to hop on back in. And what we're looking like thus far is... This is what we picked up, so a little bit of artifacts. Admittedly, not much. The only thing I got from chests were the shrimp cocktail, a golden animal cracker, and some glass shards. There were not a lot of treasure chests today, which was a bit odd, but we did get some of the fish smoked, so we'll make about 3K from just those alone, so that'll be a nice little plus. I I do need to check on the island farm, so I probably will do that tomorrow just to see how things are progressing there, if there's any starfruit or stuff like that, because they were decently close to being done, so I'm going to wager they probably are by now, and if not, they're probably a single day off, if that. Let's put these away. And get these going. Oh, I'm probably not going to have enough time to get to bed, but I do want to sell the fish at the very least. I'll sell this, that, these. And we'll just try to make it inside. That's about all we can hope for. I'm going to hang out in this little cubby. There we go. That's where I'm going to fall asleep. I don't think I could have made it there in time. So we'll get to enjoy that little area of the house now. I'll figure out what to do with that. Maybe I'll make it like a little reading cubby or something, but I'm not worried about it for right now. 47K. Very nice. Our penultimate day of farming, at least on our farm in Stardew anyway. Let's see how things look. Don't mind that jelly, by the way. It was not timed with the rest of them, so I'm not going to worry about it until I can synchronize them correctly again. We've got a luck blessing on our side. That's always good. How are the wines progressing? There's a fair few gold stars, nearly there. That is good. Alright, first and foremost, let's get all of what we've got here organized. Tossing things in the various spots that they need to go, and then once we do that, from there, we'll read the mail, and then we'll figure out what we're doing past our routine. So put these away. Those can go in there. Back and forth, not doing a great job of being very efficient here, but oh well, it's fine. Alright, what's our mail? Hello there, dear. I'm sending you something from the kitchen. Evelyn's got us some cookies. Dear Delta, notice a chill in the air. It could just be the approach of winter, or it could be the tingle of a dark specter. Here to help us celebrate tomorrow's festival, the Spirits Eve. Come by the town at 10 p.m. if you'd like to participate. Cool. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and eat the cookies, I think. Get a little bit of an energy boost from that, and I will go ahead and work on the routine and get all that sorted, and I'll meet you guys when that is all done. Alright, this is what we're looking at in terms of things I'm going to sell. I've got the cranberries and the pumpkins off to the side here because I'm not going to sell the low quality ones, but all of the starred ones I am going to sell, as well as our usual with the cloth and mayo and all of that stuff. So that's what's going in the bin. The other big point of business after I get these dropped off is that I'm going to grab the starfruit because the wine, at least the blueberry wine, has finished. Now that said, I'm pretty sure there's more than 67 of these things in here. At least I'm pretty confident that there will be. Because we should have about 30... Yep, 34. Well, it's going to be close-ish. Oh, no, it actually is... Oh, no, never mind. I was looking at the top of my screen. We're going to be one shy. Oh, man. Well, that's all right. I would still like to get this next batch of starfruit going, and if we have any starfruit ready on the island, I'll just grab a single one to finish that off, and we'll have a full set going here. So it's not that big of a deal. Where's our ones that we're missing? There's one. Where's the other one that's not going? Did I just miscount? I don't feel like I miscounted. Maybe I did miscount. Oh well. If that's the case... Well, no, it would have been the one outside. That's what it would have been. That makes more sense. Ooh, another truffle. Take that. So yes, these are going to be sold as well, so that's another 14K right there. I'll just sell that as well, the refined quartz. So today, on the agenda, Traveling Merchant, first and foremost, I do want to check, see if she's got any of the, like, little guides or anything like that to be able to give me more things on that front. So we'll check with them. The raccoons, I still don't have your stuff yet. I do need to check the crab pots as well, and I will do that. And other than that, again, I do want to check the island as well and see if there's anything there that might be useful. Not really seeing anything here, so we'll skip on that. Now let's go check those crab pots. I'm guardedly optimistic. Something is telling me that there is a good chance that we'll have 2 oysters and be able to give those to the raccoons today. I don't know what's making me think that, but I've just got a guardedly optimistic feeling that that will be the case. Let's see what we're looking at here. We do. Wow, that was a very good guess on my part. All right. I do want to turn those rewards in, but as a result, I am not going to be putting the any bait back in the crab pots right now. Oh no, these are silver stars. No. Oh, well, maybe I might not be able to do it now. Now I'm not sure if it will let me. Oh, that was my own mistake for using the deluxe bait, wasn't it? It probably won't let me. Yeah, I'm going to assume it probably won't let me. So, for that reason, I will go ahead and restock them. Oh, that's a bummer. I figured it was just an increased chance to give you, like, not trash. I didn't even think about it being a higher quality. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, well. There's nothing we can do about it. Let's check the help wanted board, too, because I don't think I actually walked past that. Nope, nothing there. So yeah, I might hang on to the oysters just for crafting recipe stuff, but yeah, I probably won't keep too much else. I'll grab the lobsters because I don't have a lot of those. I think I'm okay on the cockles. I have plenty of plenty of clams. More than fine on mussels. So yeah, we'll put all of these away. That can go in here. So yeah, I guess we'll just check the island at this point. I don't really see that much else to do. I'll put this at the end so I'll see it a little bit easier. And I think I did say I wanted to bring something to the island. Yeah, I want to bring these. So I'll take these with me, even if there's no place to grow them right now. If the starfruit is not done, that's not too big a deal. We can always just save them there for another day. But I think the starfruit is probably done. And since the pumpkins take about the same amount of time, 13 days versus 14, I'll go ahead and plant those as well, and we'll just grab starfruit at our next available opportunity, as we can still just sell the pumpkins normally. So might as well use the pumpkins themselves instead of just selling the seeds. You could get some for that, but obviously the actual pumpkins will be worth more. One day I will open this for you guys. One day I'll let you be able to have access over here. But it will not be today. Alright, the starfruit... Well, yeah, some of it was ready. Looks like the taro was the big thing that was ready to go, though. Yeah, there's some starfruit in here. I think those are ready. Nope. Yeah, it looks like that was it. Alright, well, let's go ahead and speed grow all of this. There we go. And of course, we can till and water the spots that have already disappeared. Spots? Yeah, one right there in the corner. Perfect. Alright, as for all of this, I'm probably good to just sell this minus the normal quality coffee beans and the normal quality starfruit. So all of this little square here, or rectangle rather. Yeah, I guess it can't be a square. I was thinking, no, that's 4x4, forgetting that there is no fourth row. So yeah, that'll do. Anything in here of real value to me right now? Not especially that I'm immediately seeing here. Yeah, not really seeing anything. I'll take that back because I can. Yeah, I think we're okay. Cool. Let's head on back. As for what we'll do with the rest of the day, I'm not really sure. Wait, not yet. Not yet. I see that. Now we can return back. That was a pretty good amount from just panning earth, crystal, emerald, some coal, and some iron. The coal was probably the most useful thing there. Oh, you're locked. Yeah, well, you wouldn't have been open anyway because you weren't physically there in the store. I was going to say I could get some more deluxe bait from you, but that's alright. It's not that big of a deal. Hey, Pam, go enjoy your new house. You're actually probably going to head to the saloon since it's Friday, same as pretty much everybody else in town will. It'd be kind of cool to see Leo at the saloon at night hanging out with, like, Abigail, Sebastian, and Sam. And they're like, oh, well, he's a younger kid, but he's kind of cool, actually. Like, we'll vibe with this dude. And as I said, since we do have a starfruit, I'm going to put this out here, so I will know when those are done. Yeah, from here we might just end up doing more fishing, I think. But, that said, I'm going to switch it up and go to the river, rather than going to the mountains again. Also, while I'm here and thinking about it, we do need more hay for the barn. It won't die during the winter, but it will not grow, so stuff that's already here will still be here. But I'm going to go ahead and completely fill out the silo so that we are completely good to go. They will not run out of feed no matter what. So I'm just going to keep going until basically I'm not getting any more drops from this, because it will stop on its own. Yep, that was it right there. Okay, cool. Also, since there's a couple of mushrooms here, I'll take these. Yeah, it's a little bit of extra money. It's like, what, $5.50 or whatever it was? And that is a spur. Alright, well, we'll take that too. I would like the extra fishing space, though, so I'm going to dump that off as well as some of the other tools to make sure I got enough room here. So we'll put all of this away. That should take care of that. Only got 4 pieces of bait left on that, so there's a pretty good chance that will run out, but that's alright. Oh, it might help if I had the smoker and the coal, though, with me. Kinda need that if I'm gonna go with that strategy. Where are you? Oh, I think I put them over here, actually. In one of these. Yeah, there they are. Alright, away we go. Yeah, we'll definitely be over 300k by the end of today, for sure. With any luck in the next couple days, we could get the raccoon thing done, we could get the poltergeist done, and that would be the only special order, and then I'd have a month to work on the key quests instead. I should be able to get Leo to full, so that'd be max friendship with everybody, which would be good. I'm trying to think of really what else there would be immediately. That might be the point where we start looking at the obelisks and crafting recipes above all else. But obviously, if I'm going to craft every item, I need all the recipes from Key's, like, little... whatever you want to call it. Nope, that's not what I was trying to do. I was trying to put these down. There we go. So yeah, in order to craft all the recipes, you obviously have to buy all the recipes from all the different stores. And I think I have them all, but I am definitely going to look up a list and be like, okay, what is every single recipe in the game for the crafting recipes? And I'm not going to actually try to tackle crafting everything until I have everything even available to craft in the first place. And then we can actually focus on that, because it'll tell us number crafted. And I don't think we'd be able to get them all in one hit, but I've been okay on keeping up with supplies. So I think a pretty good chunk of them. Now, granted, we haven't seen the radioactive ore and radioactive bars at all, so anything in that would automatically be out. But that's, like with the cooking recipes, that's still further on down the line. I'm not too worried about it right now. if that's the case. We'll just craft everything we can and then kind of look at, like, okay, what do we need from here that I don't have currently? And then focus on that. Ooh, 3 different fairy dusts. Nice. Since we're not in Skull Cavern, I actually will hang on to the powder melons, and so we can have something growing at least. So if nothing else, we'll at least have that. Yeah, it's going to be a lot longer now because our bait is gone and our tackler is also gone. I think both of them are gone. Maybe just one of them, but either way. I'll add the bait back on to speed this up a little bit more. Though I think for you guys, yeah, there's still one that's barely hanging on there. I'm going to go ahead and cut, and I will see you at the end of our little fishing expedition here. Alright, that is a good enough spot to cut back in. A skeletal tail, that's nice. I'm going to put all the artifacts and non-fishing stuff that I'm not keeping. I'm going to toss it in here. So it'll be easier for me to keep track of what I do want to keep when we actually get there. And I think that's basically it. So we could throw some fish in there, because why not? And then we'll head back. I think I actually ended up, if you could believe it or not, with a net gain of resources in terms of my fishing supplies, because I picked up some deluxe bait and also some of Willie's bait, hence the high fish count. But also, right when that second tackle wore out, I got another one from one of the treasure chests. So, yeah, pretty much lost almost nothing by getting all that stuff. Worked out very, very, very well. Alright. Powder melons can go in there. All the remaining fish can go in there. I'll toss in the river jellies as well. Those can go here. I'm not going to bother to try to stack too much of this other stuff. I'm just going to get indoors because I don't think I can make it to bed in time, but nope. But I did make it in the house, so that's good. Take a little nap right there. I almost am tempted to put the bed down in that little cubby. That'd be kind of cozy. Oh well, figure that out another day. Almost 100,000 in one day. Again, Pumpkin's doing a very good amount of that heavy lifting there, but the blueberry wine's also helping too. Obviously, the terry and the pineapple are not bad considering, you know, these are decently low amount number-wise compared to, like, 50. And with that, how is our financial situation looking here? 392,000 and almost 3 million earned. We'll probably hit that next episode. There's a good chance of that. Which is surprising, but yeah, we're almost at 3 million, and we'll probably get there before we hit winter. Speaking of which, this will be the last fall video, this upcoming one, so look forward to that. Leo is done, also. Look at that. We have gotten max friendship with every person in the game, which does mean now that sort of one of the barriers I was considering is, when do I try to go and either romance or friendship somebody? And a big part of that was dependent on getting everybody to max. So that, you know, you couldn't really guess who I was going to go after because everybody's got full hearts. All of the bachelors and bachelorettes plus Krobus are available now. So, I might go ahead and do that, and we might be able to get some additional hearts and maybe move on to marriage or getting the additional hearts with Krobus, depending on who I choose. As for who that is, I'm going to leave that a mystery for now. And I will see you all in the next one when we'll look at that as a potential option. I might go buy a bouquet. I think everything else here we're still waiting on. Fish, artifacts, minerals, those are all done. Still need to find that last secret note at some point. But our animals are doing good. Everybody's got a gold animal. Ah, I should have given that to Sylvia. Oh well. Or Silva, rather. That's not Sylvia. There's no I in that word. But yeah, we'll figure that out at a later point. For now, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode when we continue to work on our finance. We'll potentially gift somebody a friendship bouquet or a, well, we can't do the mermaid's pendant because it has to be raining and I haven't picked one up. But, you know, we'll start moving that along perhaps pretty soon here. I might wait a little bit longer on that, but not too much longer. We'll see. Until then, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Later.